So the transfer portal is wide open right now. We've actually seen some people make some commitments. We've seen people enter the transfer portal. For example, Caleb Love that you mentioned earlier, Dontrez Styles from UNC. UNC has had 6 guys, I think now enter the transfer portal or close up to it.
Is it 6?
I know because McCoy, Tyler Nickel. I guess there's also guys that are leaving because Caleb Love, Nickel, Puff Johnson, Dontrez Styles.
I forgot about Puff.
And Puff.
Oh my
so yeah,
God,
there's about a half dozen guys for UNC already in the transfer portal from the basketball roster. Caleb Love, the biggest name of them so far, but also Dontrez Styles as well. Where should these guys go? I'm curious. Justin McCoy is in there. He's a senior. Chris, Tyler Nickel, we've already seen, has said that he's going to go to Virginia Tech. He's originally from the state of Virginia, so he's going back closer to home. I get that. But where should these guys go? But also the question is, not only – here's the thing. When you go to the transfer portal, it's not like you just get to pick whatever school you want to go to. That school also has to say, we want you to come play for us.
Yeah.
It's a two-way street here.
It's a two-way street. And if you're upset, like Carolina fans may be upset, oh, we're losing people, but you're going to get people back. So, like, you're Carolina, there's not going to be you're not going to not get people from the portal. So It does work both ways. So I have ideas on where people should go for our local people who, are in the portal. And then I have ideas on who UNC, Duke, and NC State should go after in the portal.
All
so
right.
Let's start with Caleb Love.
Okay.
A lot of people saying a lot of things that are a little bit obvious, like Kansas. I think.
Does Bill Self want him?
Does Bill Self want him?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Don't think so.
I don't think so. He probably takes way too many shots. Other people saying something like Missouri. Maybe he wants to be closer to home.
That's
take that.
All offense, no defense? Yeah. He's from St. Louis, by the way. People who don't know. He's from St. Louis.
And then somebody else brought up Indiana, which, former NBA head coach there. Maybe he can learn. He ultimately wants to go to the NBA. Maybe that's good. But I think that the ultimate landing spot for Caleb Love would be the Miami Hurricanes.
Really?
Here why.
Oh, okay.
He will have the freedom, but within a structure that Jim Larinaga will have.
Okay.
So also John Ruiz, the billionaire who's just giving out money, he's just gonna get paid.
Yeah.
If he goes to Miami. So that's one.
Okay.
2, at North Carolina, he was the guy to make the shots. There were other people to make shots, but he was the guy. If Caleb Love's shots didn't fall, it felt like everybody else fell down. At Miami, there will be other three-point shooters around him. He can kind of take that Isaiah Wong spot, since Isaiah Wong probably is going to be moving on. I think he's done with
eligibility. I think his eligibility is up anyway.
I think he's done. So you could take that Isaiah Wong spot right there, and you have other shooters around you. You can use your athleticism. You don't have to be the primary ball handler. You can do it sometimes, and then you can also use your athleticism to get to the bucket. I think that would be a great spot. And you get a chance to play North Carolina.
That's true.
Dontrez Styles.
Okay.
NC State.
Oh, of course.
Let's move on. Puff Johnson. I totally forgot he was in the portal.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't get a chance to think about where he should go. I'm going to think about that a little bit more. Tyler Nickel, as we said, went to Virginia Tech. Justin McCoy from in North Carolina. All right.
He's a senior. He's in his final year of eligibility.
This is his COVID year. He gets a chance to use it.
Yep.
Came from Virginia. Dream come true. Went to North Carolina for 2 years.
He's local here in the Triangle from Cary.
Justin McCoy. You didn't get a lot of playing time at either stop. Mm-hmm. You want to go somewhere that you want to have a lot of playing time where you could probably be a huge difference maker. Maybe even become a conference player or defensive player of the year. You know where you could do that at, Justin McCoy?
Where?
At the University of North Carolina at Greensboro.
Go Spartans.
Become a UNCG Spartan.
Okay.
Go to Greensboro. Just hit I-40. Go west. Get off at the Gate City Boulevard exit. Get on Gate City Boulevard and just go straight to Tate Street. Make a right on Tate Street. Make a left on Spring Garden Street. And you'll be right there, Justin McCoy. Go to UNCG. We need you. UNCG. UNCG. Fight for Justin McCoy.
If you go to Winston-Salem, you've gone too far. Just turn around. I actually like that. Honestly, a SoCon school like that, I think that's actually a really good spot for a guy like him.
Yes.
I honestly think so because, like you said, he could be an all-conference player in the SoCon, which is nothing wrong with that.
Right now, he just needs to go to a place with playing time. Don't worry about the name of the school. Don't worry about going to Big Ten, ACC, or a bigger conference like that, because that'll be all ego right there. And you probably will be in the same position maybe. And not saying he's not a good player. He is a good player, but he needs to go somewhere where his talents can be fully on display, where he can be one of the focal points. And honestly, a place like UNCG could be that spot.
And they're not going to bring in a guy with 1 year of eligibility just to sit there.
Right.
You're going to play.
You're going to play.
And again, SoCon's really good basketball.
Yes.
And you can make an NCAA tournament too and play.
Exactly.
I like the idea of that for him.
Ebenezer Dewana from NC State. The sad part about that for me was the fact that you remember their amazing 2020 recruiting class. It was like top 15 in the nation. You had Josh Hall, who never actually made it to campus because he went pro. And then you had Cam Hayes, Shaquille Moore, you had Nick Farrar, Ebenezer Dewana, Jalen Gibson.
Man.
That was a talented group.
It really was.
Most people left after their sophomore year. Ebenezer Dewana was the only one left for his junior year, and now he is gone. Dewana only really averaged like 2 points a game, I think, this season. Not a lot of minutes. Basically was in there for cleanup reasons. You know, Dewana, you're in the same boat as Justin McCoy. You need to go to a place where your talents can be on display, where you will be a focal point. I think you should hit I-40 West. Get off on the Gate City Boulevard exit. But don't go as far as Tate Street. Go to Benbow Road and make a right.
Oh, okay.
And then you will land on the campus of North Carolina A&T State University.
I like it.
Because Ebenezer Dewana, they just had a 5-star Duncan Powell who just hit the transfer portal. There's rumors that our guy, Rasheed Wallace, wants to be the head coach over at A&T, and A&T is dragging their feet with their hire, just like they did with the football coach that they just hired. So at some point, we'll figure out who the basketball coach will be, and if it's Rasheed Wallace, Dewana, who else would you want to play for?
That's a good point.
He's a big man that played in the NBA. They need big men. You could be right there and you could be a focal point, and you're playing in the CAA. We just talked about good basketball.
Yeah.
Where's their good basketball being played?
CAA.
The CAA could possibly be, to me, the CAA could possibly be a power conference at some point. Because
in terms
there's
of basketball, yeah.
But even in football, think about it in football. Think about it in football. There's a lot of good football teams there.
I'll think about it.
There's a lot of good football teams there.
They play FBS or FCS.
They play FCS, but if they were to move, if you could pick another conference to move up to FBS,
ain't no one moving up. But go on.
If you could,
sure.
Big if. That's the operative word. CAA to me. Ebenezer Dewana, that's where you should go.
Okay.
What do you think about my picks? Where these guys?
I like it. I really do. I didn't think about Dewana going to a school like A&T. Why not?
Why not?
Why not? Hey, you know what? Jack Clark's still floating around out there.
I forgot about Jack Clark. I forgot about Jack Clark.
And yeah, you still got Puff.
So
Johnson.
I got to think about him and Puff.
You know what? Central. Why not?
No, not for them. Not for them. Those guys could probably land at. I think.
Why not? Well, okay.
Puff Johnson. You know what? Here's where Puff Johnson should go. Should go to Virginia.
Interesting.
Defense, and he has no pressure to score.
Huh.
And that's nothing against Puff Johnson.
Yeah.
But defense and no pressure to score, go to Virginia.